Faith in God, a path to transformation and hope. In a world filled with uncertainty, challenges, and heartbreak, faith in God can feel like a fragile thread, a small flame flickering in the face of life's tempests. Yet this small flame has a power beyond our understanding. It holds the strength to ignite hope, inspire courage, and draw us closer to the profound love and wisdom of our Creator. Faith is not just belief in what we cannot see. It is a living, breathing connection to the divine, a lifeline that can guide us through life's darkest valleys and into the light of transformation, peace, and joy. Faith in God is not a passive feeling, but an active commitment, a way of trusting, surrendering, and living with the understanding that we are held by a power far greater than ourselves. It reminds us that no matter what we face, we are not alone, for God is with us, working in ways we may not always understand. And in moments when faith seems small or difficult to muster, even the smallest step of trust can open the door to miracles beyond anything we could imagine. 1. Faith transforms our perspective. Faith has a unique ability to change the way we see the world. When we trust in God, we begin to understand that our lives are part of a bigger picture, a divine plan that goes beyond the immediate worries or challenges we face. Faith enables us to shift our perspective from fear and doubt to one of hope and expectation. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" faith encourages us to ask, "What can I learn from this? And how can God use this for my growth?" One of the most beautiful aspects of faith is that it doesn't demand perfection. God doesn't ask us to have it all figured out. Rather, He invites us to walk with Him, trusting that He sees what we cannot, knowing that His ways are higher than our own. This understanding allows us to release our need for control, surrender our anxieties, and open our hearts to the blessings and lessons that come with each season of life. 2. Faith offers strength in weakness. Life is not without pain, disappointment, and struggle. There are days when we feel weak, unworthy, and unsure of how to keep moving forward. But it is in these moments of vulnerability that faith shines brightest. In 2 Corinthians 12:9, God reminds us, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Faith allows us to see our weaknesses not as limitations, but as opportunities for God's strength to manifest in our lives. When we lean into God during times of difficulty, we begin to discover an inner strength that is far greater than our own. We realize that while we may not have the power to change our circumstances, God does. Faith becomes a source of resilience, empowering us to keep going, to keep trusting, even when we cannot see the path ahead. By placing our struggles in God's hands, we allow Him to work through us, transforming our weaknesses into testimonies of His faithfulness. 3. Faith opens the door to peace. In a world that is constantly changing, where tomorrow is never guaranteed, faith offers a sanctuary of peace. This peace, which surpasses all understanding, is rooted in the knowledge that God is sovereign and that He holds our lives in His hands. When we place our faith in God, we are reminded that no matter what storms may come, we are secure in His love and protection. Psalm 46:10 tells us, "Be still and know that I am God." Faith calls us to rest in this truth, to quiet the noise of doubt and fear, and to find peace in God's presence. It doesn't mean that we will never face hardship, but it does mean that we can trust in God's wisdom and timing, knowing that He is working all things for our good. This peace allows us to let go of the things we cannot control and to place our hope in the one who holds the future. But faith inspires hope and courage. Faith in God fuels hope, a hope that is unwavering and grounded in the promises of God. When we trust in God, we are empowered to face life's uncertainties with courage and optimism, knowing that His plans for us are good. Jeremiah 29:11 reminds us, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This promise serves as a beacon of hope, guiding us forward even when the road is unclear. Faith gives us the courage to dream, to set goals, and to pursue the desires of our hearts. It reminds us that nothing is impossible for God and that He delights in seeing His children thrive. With faith, we are able to take bold steps, to face challenges with confidence, and to embrace the unknown, knowing that God is with us every step of the way. Faith can lead to miracles. Throughout history, faith has been the catalyst for countless miracles. The Bible is filled with stories of people who, by faith, witnessed God's power in miraculous ways. Moses parting the Red Sea, David defeating Goliath, Jesus healing the sick and raising the dead. These miracles were not born out of human ability, but out of a profound trust in God's ability to do the impossible. Today, miracles still happen. They may not always look the way we expect, but faith opens our eyes to see God's hand in our lives in ways we might have overlooked. When we pray in faith, believing that God is able, we invite His power into our lives. We begin to see answered prayers, unexpected blessings, and divine interventions that remind us that God is actively working on our behalf. 6. Faith draws us closer to God. Perhaps one of the most beautiful aspects of faith is the relationship it fosters between us and God. When we trust in Him, we come to know Him more deeply. Faith is not about having all the answers. It is about seeking God and allowing Him to reveal Himself to us in ways that transform our hearts. In times of prayer, reflection, and worship, faith draws us into a closer, more intimate relationship with God. We begin to experience His love, grace, and mercy in ways that are personal and profound. Faith is the foundation of this relationship, a constant reminder that we are loved, cherished, and known by the one who created us. 7. Faith creates a ripple effect. Faith in God doesn't just impact our own lives, it inspires those around us. When people see the way we trust in God, the peace we carry, and the strength we possess, they are often moved to seek this same faith for themselves. Our faith can be a source of encouragement, a light that points others to God and His love. Through our words, actions, and the way we live, we have the power to inspire others to seek God and to trust in His promises. Faith creates a ripple effect, transforming lives, families, and communities as more people come to experience the hope, joy, and love that comes from knowing God. Final encouragement. If you find yourself struggling, uncertain, or afraid, take heart and hold on to faith. Even the smallest seed of faith has the power to move mountains, to bring healing, and to open doors you never thought possible. Faith is a journey, one that requires patience, perseverance, and trust. But it is a journey that leads to the most profound discoveries, the greatest joys, and the deepest peace. Trust in God with all your heart. Lean on His promises, seek His presence, and know that He is with you, guiding you, loving you, and preparing you for greater things. Faith in God can truly do wonders, for with Him, all things are possible. Keep believing, keep trusting, and let your life be a testament to the power of faith.